Before I finished my school, I've always thought employment would be a thing of you graduating, having your certificate, and getting a good job. But the reverse has been the case since I graduated. I've discovered that getting a job in Nigeria has become an Herculean task. I just remember recently, just last week back, I went for an interview, finished the interview, and they called us that we had to pay 10,500 naira for registration. For crying out loud, a youth that is seeking job, paying 10,500 naira, that's just what people are capitalizing on. Youth unemployment, massive youth unemployment, and they just capitalize on that and get money from them. I still remember my brother who finished some years back, 11 years after, still seeking job. That is as bad as that now in Nigeria. But you now discover that this thing is, in a sense, affecting us in our community. You just see youth, able youth hanging around doing nothing, fomenting trouble, doing crime, smoking, and doing all sorts of things. I could still remember in my compound where youth dominate, it would always be a very difficult thing for them to pay their house rent, to pay their utility bills. It has always been that you just see the landlord knocking at their door, demanding for money, and you see them running out of the house just because they were unable to pay their house rent. So this thing is having a multiplying effect on the youth as a whole. You just discover you doing odd jobs, going from conductor, buying recharge cars, selling recharge car on the road, see people selling pure water. A grad is selling pure water on the road. It's as bad as that. You see, the government is not really helping us to actualize our dreams. The dreams that we had before getting to our institution, just got that's been bastardized. So I think this whole thing is really getting to its bad ebb, and the faster the better the government does something to that to cushion the effect of this unemployment rate, the better.
A lot of challenges, huge challenges of unemployment in the country today, and so many youth really want to do more for themselves, but the government are really not doing anything for a lot of us. And because of the passion we have to start a business of our own, a little business of our own.
It was the challenge of getting a job, getting a good job, that propelled me to think and work towards doing my own business. There's no job, couldn't find a good job. But what I did was started thinking. Although initially I got a job, but it was a very low paid job, and you have to work and work and work and work and work. But I wasn't satisfied. It was not a good job. It wasn't good enough at all. So I decided to go into my own business. Of course, I have no capital. There was nobody to assist me. But the little money I had, I started with it, and I find myself doing it. I'm getting into it. I'm getting used to the job. So
can you just share your thoughts with me, your experience with me, of what you do, of the type of job you do, and how this has really created an income for you on that level?
Okay, what I do basically is chips. I make potato chips, plantain chips, chin-chin, and all that. But I would say that it has really helped me a lot, because even the money I couldn't earn when I was working under somebody, working for somebody, I was able to, make such or more than in a month. So I would say self-employment is
okay.
good.
Okay. Has the government really done anything on helping most youth who really want to start up a business of their own? Do you think government is doing anything in that area to help any of the youth?
For now, I don't know of any. I don't know if the government is really doing anything about it, helping the youth to get a job or to bring their own creative idea and help them to bring it into what would I call it? Reality.
We as a nation, we need to redefine our educational philosophy. We must tailor our educational system in such a way that is far beyond getting a certificate. It must become heavily entrepreneurial in orientation. what people could do with their hands, their creativity, not just looking for a white-collar job, office jobs. So if government will help in this regard, giving us a fine philosophy and tailored our educational system from the kindergarten level to the graduate level in such a way that what they learn there, they can get out of the school and have their hands on one or two things that can really generate funds for them. Apart from that, government will also need to put some policies with human face, practical policies that can help these young ones. There's supposed to be programs for youth empowerment, not just on the paper, but in real substance, where they can go, learn trade, practical things to do with their hands, and try to give them one or two funds to establish them. And when they do, it will really help the youth to become a better citizen in the society. And our future will get brighter than what it is presently. Another issue is the issue of our porous borders. Our porous borders has killed several companies. Our poor electricity has killed several companies. Our social amenities is so bad, it has killed many of our industries in the nation. Some of them are moving to neighboring countries that are better in terms of social amenities and other facilities. So if governments will do so much, checking these borders, reducing the influx of foreign goods so that we can produce them locally, and these companies that are producing locally will be able to employ these youths to do one or two things, and they will get better. So the government can help. So increasing enlarging the prison is not the solution. The solution is give them something to do. Nigerian youths are very hardworking, and we see that all over the nation, wherever they are. They are very hardworking. If you give them something to do within their nation, within their country, they will definitely do it. No matter how many, they will definitely do it, and they will do fine with it.